She's a trick rider, a cattle rancher, and an award-winning singer-songwriter.
I know you're busy making waves, making schedules, catching planes, but you've always got to have a place to land.
Raised in a family with no connection to riding, ranching, or music.
I don't know where that came from. My parents don't know where I came from.
But Kristyn Harris is living her dream. Traveling the country and performing the same style of music she grew up listening to.
I got my hands on a Gene Autry VHS.
No chance of falling romance. A man's best friend is his heart.
While watching the singing cowboy movies of Gene Autry and Roy Rogers.
So give me land, lots of land under starry skies above.
Movies made long before she was even born.
I watched them over and over.
She likes to live by the code of the cowboy.
While the other kids were listening to Britney Spears, Kristyn, whose family lived on 20 acres outside Dallas, was begging her parents for a horse and learning to play guitar.
I got my first horse at 11. Got my first guitar at 14. And that's also when I adopted the Wild Mustang, my second horse.
And she devoted herself to her twin passions, horses and music.
Of course, most of it really came from just hands-on experience. The horse is the best teacher, in my opinion. And so with guitar, I was totally illiterate when it came to music. But I worked up enough songs and had taught myself to yodel that I got talked into doing an open mic.
Her repertoire was obscure tunes from Roy and Gene movies.
I went and did this open mic, and another girl heard me yodel there and said, "You need to go down to Fort Worth."
Fort Worth is home to the Cowtown Opry.
It was a group of amateurs led by professionals because it was open to anyone joining, but it was a great opportunity to get some stage experience because I had total stage fright.
That's what cowgirl friends are for.
That's where Kristyn met Devin Dawson.
She inspired me on guitar big time.
Never got the limo or the diamonds, but I got my hat, my boots, and my guitar.
And was introduced to Western swing music.
A lot of people call it jazz-style guitar, so it's more complex and really a lot of fun.
The Cowtown Opry led to the Western Music Association and its annual convention.
I got seen by some people that would hire me for something, and gradually I just started doing it professionally.
Along the way, she was learning all about horses, lessons that were sometimes painful.
We didn't know anything. My parents aren't horse people. We bought him. He bucked me off the first 3 times I got on him, and I learned to ride.
As she got better,
It was like, I have to do that.
the former high school gymnast took up trick riding.
Performed at a couple rodeos and some Wild West shows and things.
Everything is better with some cows around.
Music remained her main focus,
And once again, I don't know where this came from.
but she did find time for another passion, cattle ranching.
May you always have cows around.
I always had the dream to have my own herd of beef cattle.
Some rancher fans who became good friends offered to run her cows on their ranch in Idaho.
Managed to play enough gigs, saved up enough money to buy my first 5 head of Black Angus.
And today she's the proud owner of 20 cow-calf pair.
Yeah, and it's a dream come true. I get to have cattle and be a rancher and have horses and train horses and then have all that fodder for writing songs and sing about those things and then get to travel around and do that for a living. I'm blessed.
And so are the fans who love her music.
I just had so many people go out of their way to help me and encourage me and make all this possible for me when they didn't have to.
Fans that become like family.
That's just the kind of people that I get to meet and be around, and I wouldn't trade that for anything.
May you always have cows